This is a 2026 Extreme Flatbed, and it has installed on it a Eagle Tarping System manufactured by Verduyn. My name is Ruben. I'm with RouteOne Trailers over in East Dundee, Illinois, and today we're going to review this trailer focusing on the tarping system. Starting with the front, we have a aluminum bulkhead that's got pretty nice rounded corners, which are going to help with aerodynamic. In the center, we have a door that has only one lock, which is nice and neat. We don't have those twist locks. They're weird and they're always breaking. We have a nice lock in the middle. The door, it is 6.5 feet tall. So when you enter inside, you're not gonna hit your head on the top side. The bulkhead, it is installed about 5 inches in front of the trailer. Because of that, Verduyn installs those small extensions on your emergency and service airline. So it makes it easy for you to connect your glad hands over here. And they also stamp their serial number in here. So based off of this serial number, you can call and get the exact parts that you may need. This trailer, it is equipped with a tire inflation system. And so Verduyn put the tire inflation light right here in the corner, so when you're driving you can look back in your mirror and you can see when this is activated, your tire inflation is going to work. We have 5 marker lights per side, and also Verduyn put this marker light right in the corner so it's easy to see it, and they pulled all the marker lights outside of the rail. It's not underneath where there's pretty good visibility. This 53 feet trailer, it's got 6 panels throughout, and Verduyn likes to put standard, those handles that you can pull when you want to open the Conestoga and pull back when you want to close it. This is standard option. You don't need to pay extra. The marker lights are installed on the outside rail. They're nicely welded over here on this little bracket, and the wire behind it, it's pulled from the rail outside where it's not going to interfere with your winch. When you want to slide it, you're not going to have any sort of problem sliding it, and you can visually see if you have a problem with the wire, you can visually see, inspect it, and replace it. This obviously, it's a full aluminum trailer with nice options on it. We have a nice lumber rack, we have a scale that's installed in a box over here, and you have a lot of valves here for your use, and you have some spare valves in there if you want to switch some stuff around. On the trailer, we have Hendrickson suspension with 2 axles set up California legal, and they're spread so you can haul 20,000 pounds and 20,000 pounds. We have nice flatbed import tires on all aluminum wheels with the best tire inflation system, which is called Tire Max Pro, which is going to inflate and deflate your tires. The Hendrickson suspension, you can see that that is galvanized. You can see it over here. It's never going to rust. On the back, you can see the big Eagle Tarp System logo, which Eagle is the model of the tarping system, where Verduyn Tarps is the manufacturer. They have a few locations in Gary, Indiana, Detroit, Michigan, and some locations in Canada. You can see the back, it's got a rope and pulley system, which is different from the long crank handle. If you want the long crank handle, you have to pay a little bit extra for that option. The rain flaps that they use, they're pretty long, almost from the bottom to the top. And so this is pretty decent, and they use the Velcro to keep it nice and tight. On the passenger side, we have this nice Camlock toolbox installed in between the axles, and that's pretty much it, everything nice and clean. Now, let's go ahead and open the entire system from the back. I'll start by removing those bungees, and they always should be with the hook towards the outside. I'll get the bottom one out. I'll get the top one out. I'll open my Velcro. And now I'm going to pull on this bar to get it out. Basically remove my Velcro so it's easily to lift it up. I'll do the other side. I'll take my rope and undo my rope. It stays nice and secured on those hooks. Put it to the side. Do this piece over here, get it out, undo this top one, and now, because I want to make sure that this stays open, I can easily hook this in here on the handle. so it always stays open. And then I'm gonna be pulling on this, make sure that it's fully open, and I'll roll it up. Once I have everything rolled up, I'll come here. I use the same hooks to secure it. Gotta put this up here. And the advantage of having something like this comparing to the long crank handle is the speed, because it's much faster to pull this up. And the second thing is the space. When you have that long crank handle, you need about 5 to 6 feet at least space on the side so you can lift it up. Where when you're next to a dock and you have pretty small space in between the trailers, this system, it's going to work better for you. The rear closing mechanism, it's a ratchet style, and this is a little different from the other manufacturers, where most of them use a screwdriver operation where you have another tool and you would have to put tension or release the tension with that tool. In this case, we don't need the tool, and so you don't have the risk in losing it or someone stealing it. The way that you open this ratchet system, you pull on this safety lever, you pull down on it, and when you're ready to release the pressure, you just pull down a little hard on it, just like that. The next step is to come on the side and take this handle, which is red, so easily to see it. We're gonna release it and just set it aside. I will do the exact same thing on the other side. Pull on the pin, release it, come to the side, remove the handle, and now I'm free to push the entire system forward. And this obviously, it rolls very, very nice. I don't have to put much force on it. It's so easy to push it forward. And with just one hand from one side, and that's it. I have the whole system open. The carts of the Eagle systems are made of cast irons. They have plastic wheels that they roll onto a nice PVC material here, which is very, very smooth. Once I push my entire tarping system in the front, if I want to load anything here in the back, I have the option to remove this post, and I would be setting it up somewhere on the side. And I could do the same exact thing on the other side, and now I am free to load anything in here. If you want to secure your load here in the back, this about 1.5 feet or 1.25 feet, you're not really able to use straps from underneath. So what you should be doing, you should be using one of the J plates to use it on the inside of the trailer on this J-hook track, or Verduyn has this unique feature of using the J-hook on their railing on the outside. But not all the J-hooks are going to fit properly. For example, this is a Wabash J-hook, and this fits pretty well, and you should be pulling kind of up or in a slight angle. But if you pull more to the side, it's not going to hook on it. And this is the best hook that I have that's going to fit onto the outside rail. These other hooks, this is an Extreme one. This is not going to fit pretty good because it's pretty narrow. I have another Wabash one, the old style, which is, again, not going to fit very good. So this is a little bit of risk. And I have an East one, which we can try this, and it's the same thing because it's got the very small angle here. It doesn't truly fit. So the best and safest way to use the outside rail would be to buy Verduyn J-hooks, which are going to fit perfectly. The other trailer manufacturers' J-hook might fit well or might not fit at all, and so that's the best bet for you. At the end of the rail, we have a pretty nice cap that's going to cover it, and then we have a little rubber stopper, so when you pull hard on the whole system and it slams in the back, this little rubber thing, it's gonna make it nice and smooth. Now I'll be putting my post back because I want to close the entire system back. So I gotta lift it up. It's pretty heavy. Set it down, put this out of the way, and now I'll be coming and pulling the entire system to be closed. Now I should say the easiest way is to grab on the handles. But before I'm going to close this up, I'll show you the stoppers on the cart. So you can see that you have this little rubber stopper on this side, and on each cart where they're going to bump in each other. So the whole system is not going to slam. And the easiest way how to close it is grab on a handle with one hand and just pull it. It almost goes by itself. If I want to pull a little harder on it and let it go, it's going to go by itself. See how smooth it is? Nothing is going to slam. And there we go. Now I want to show you one more tip. They have a stopping mechanism, which is right here on this side. And so I can pull on this pin, I can lower it down, and I can set it on any of those pieces here, which is going to stop anywhere where I want. If I have a big inclination, I can use this little stopper to block my tarping system not to slide down or forward. Now I want to open the system from the front, but Verduyn has a nice interesting thing. They prefer to install an airlock in the front comparing to a manual lock. And they will not do any sort of upcharge from the manual to the airlock, which is considered an upgrade. And so the reason behind it is their cost is pretty much the same, like they would do all the labor to do the manual lock underneath. They would prefer to do the airlock. And so you have a little switch over here, which you can switch just like that. And then the entire system opens up. If you're afraid to use this airlock mechanism, I'm telling you that there's nothing to be afraid of, because Verduyn thought about making sure that they install those little hooks and they have that guide wheel up at the top where they can guide the front cart to be placed where it needs to be. And then the little hooks are going to hold in place once you insert it. They're going to hold in place the entire system, and then you can use the closing mechanism with the switch, and that's it. They make sure that this system works smooth. Now let's go inside through this nice big door that has got one big handle, which safety pin. I'll pull the handle, door opens. Very nice and sturdy door. You can see, you can tell it's very nice and sturdy door. It's not going to open more than that. And there's a nice advantage that you don't have no steps, so it's very easy to climb in. And because this is 6.5 foot door, nobody is going to hit its head on the top. And there's a nice handle here, so I go in, and that's a advantage of having a higher nice door, and that's the advantage of having one handle so you could go inside. In case of the trailer bin sitting and you have no air and you want to open it from the front, there's a manual override. How you got to do that? You got to come inside, you got to go to the switch, which the switch has 3 positions. Now everything gets closed. We need to put it on neutral, which is in the middle, and then the open position is all the way here. So I'm going to do 1 click, which is the middle, and this is a neutral position. Now you see that the airlock did not do anything, and so now it's disengaged. You got to grab your winch bar, and with your winch bar, you do it on both sides. You come here and you place the winch bar in these holes inside, and you lift slowly, you lift up. And you can see how I am opening the locking mechanism slowly. So I did this side. I will do the same exact thing on the other side. I'll come here. I'll lift up slowly. And this is very easy, as you can see. There's no tension, no pressure. And now I undid everything by hand without having air, and I can push the system open. On the inside of the Bulkhead, we have those double chain racks. It is recommended to put the chains at the top and then the binders at the bottom, and kind of split half and half. Half chains, half binders, so it's balanced equally. And this can be customized. You can put more shelves, you can put the shelf on top. There's many options that you can get on the Bulkhead, including LED lights on the corner, so you have light inside. The inside height of this tarping system, it is 98 inches, and that's the standard. You can get a different higher system if you have a low profile flatbed trailer. And so let's check it out. On the front bow, see if we got from the bottom of the deck to the bottom of the front bow, we have 98 inch. And so if your load is that, you can fit it inside. On the front carts and the rear carts, you can see those stoppers where you can block the Conestoga when it's up or down, and there are 4 of those, 2 and 2. And the uplift bows or push-up bows have this nice protection, which is going to prevent rub into your main tarp. This is a nice and unique feature from Verduyn. Verduyn system has this PVC material here, which is going to be nice when you accelerate or you brake. Your chains are going to bounce in here, so there's not going to be that weird noise when they bounce and rub into your bulkhead. And so this is nice protection added inside the bulkhead. Now I want to put tension on the whole system from the back, and then I want to close the entire thing. And so I'll grab this handle and I'll place the hook in the proper hole. I'll put a little bit of tension by hand, pull on it, and then start with the ratcheting system. And I'll ratchet down slowly. And I like not to put too much tension on one side first, so I'm pretty much done with this side for now. I'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'll place my hook where it needs to go. Then I'll put tension by hand. I'll prep everything and then ratchet down slowly. Now I kind of have both sides tight, and then I'll go click by click and I'll check how much tension I have. So I'll go 1, I need to go a little more. 2, a little more. 3, I feel like now it's pretty strong, but I could go 1 more. This is brand new. And so I did this side nice and tight, and I'll do the next side exact the same thing. Click by click. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll check. I feel like I could do 1 more. Now, once I am nice and tight, I'll go and bring the rear curtain down with the rope and pulley system. And so I'll take my rope out of the hooks. Have this cleared up. Go here, and I'm slowly releasing it. It's coming down. I'll make everything nice and straight. I'll place this bar at the bottom. Try to organize the Velcro as nice as possible. Same thing on this side. Place the Velcro straight, nice as possible. And I want to be line matching the Velcro lines. Want to do it pretty nice. Okay, there we go. So once I got it nice and straight, I'll take my rain flap, go over, do my hook at the bottom, do my hook at the top. This side is done. Now I'm coming on this side. I want to get my Velcro nice and straight. I want to pull on my bar at the bottom, bring it in place. Velcro is nice and tight. I'm going to take my rain flap, close it up, and put 1 bungee here, put the bottom bungee on this side, and I'm done with all the bungees. Now I want to take my rope and put it nice and tight on the hooks and secure it. I want to secure my rope, and that's it. It's that fast and that efficient, and I don't need no tools. If you want to buy this type of tarping system, or if you want to buy a different manufacturer, don't hesitate to reach out to our sales department. And if you like this video, please give it a like and share it so your friends can learn about open deck trucking. Thank you.